Hello, everyone. We're so glad
Hello.
that you're here watching us today, week 2 of our All Church Connect group time. And this is called One at a Time.
One at a time.
And you can watch it through, obviously through your Connect group. But we are doing, following along with Right Now Media.
Right Now Media, yes. It's an online video library that everybody in our church is signed up for. Well, you have to sign up for it, but it's free. Mm-hmm. So there's an in-between step there.
Yes. And so this week it's called first in you and then through you. And it talks a lot about putting in the hard work. And one of the illustrations is gardening, which I have to say is not something that resonates really very much with me because
resonate's the right word.
I'm a terrible gardener. You always try. I try to start off the summer or the spring every time. I'm going to do this. I'm going to have a garden, and we're going to plant and have our own vegetables. And in the end, it never works.
Never works.
I've never been able to.
I think it has to do with the fact that gardening seems to be this thing that you have to kind of put in this like a lot of time on a regular basis in order for it to work.
Yeah, like I start off really well. I water it, and you plant it, and I water it, and I do the weeding and all that stuff. And then we go away on vacation, or we go and do something for a week, or we
just don't do it.
And we forget. And all of a sudden it's this mess of land or plot, and
it kind of gets all weedy and gross
because you have to do the work. I remember as a child weeding constantly with my mom and my grandmother in this huge garden, and I can still vividly remember those things. And you have to do the work if you want to see the harvest and if you want to have the produce.
Right. So, I mean, this is the illustration that Kyle Elderman uses, is that, that sort of weeding and cultivating and watering, you don't really see the results, right?
No.
But you have to put in that work in order to, get the results.
Yeah. And so, it's interesting because even Jesus knew that he needed to put in the work, and he's surrounded by all these people all the time, and they're constantly bombarding him with expectations and wanting him to heal them and answer their problems and be the solution for what they are looking for. And yet we're told that he goes away and prays in the middle of the night, really in the early morning.
Yeah, that's in Mark Chapter 1, verse 35, it says, very early in the morning, while it was dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where he prayed. And Simon and his companions went to look for him, and then when they found him, they exclaimed, "Everyone is looking for you." And I think it's interesting how they were like, "Where are you? Why are you spending time praying when you really should be with us?" Right? And we can't skip this step. We can't just think to ourselves, okay, I'm doing the right thing. I'm following what the Bible tells me I'm supposed to do. I'm doing what the Connect group says I'm supposed to do. But we can't skip the step of actually spending time with God so that our hearts are actually prepared for what we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, and we can want, I can want a garden. I can want the produce no matter what. But unless I'm willing to actually follow through and do the weeding and do the watering and take care of that garden, it's not going to happen. And I think we have to remember that, and that we can't skip steps. We need to take time to pray. We need to take time to read the Bible. We need to take time to come to church and to be fed. We need to take time to worship and talk to Jesus if we want to see the harvest, if we want to see something happen through our lives.
Because what we're trying to accomplish is not our own gain, right? It's not for us, it's for him. It's for Jesus, it's for his kingdom. So we need to take the time and spend time with Jesus so that he can work through us, but it starts with him working in us.
Yeah, and it's intentional, right? We have to be intentional. So I really want to encourage you, we want to encourage you this week to take the time to be intentional, take the moments, and it doesn't have to be this huge, oh my goodness, I have to spend 25 hours. That's enough. like in a row, 24 hours in a row of
That'd
prayer.
be good.
It
would be good.
But like God is just asking us to give him priority, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to challenge you to take that and to be intentional with how you're spending your time. Be intentional and put the work in, and then we can see great things happen.
So allow God to work in you this week as he works through us.
Well, thanks, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to go to your Connect group this week. Bye.